You know what I figured out the other day? Well, really today. But I figured it out a long time ago, but it just came to my mind, my remembrance today. Is that you become sick when your core belief system has been interrupted. Something that you're not believing to be reality is disrupting your core system, your inner system. And when that happens, headaches, migraine, all kind of things. Anger causes certain things to come into your life. And I don't care what anyone says. I watched it. I'm a person, I've always learned from other people's mistakes, other people's actions, as well as my own. And I realized that the moment I told God, I was crying one day. I said, God, I'm so sick of them. Sick and sick and sick of them. I said, but you know what? They're your people. Even my children, I gave them all over to God. I said, God, when I had my children, I dedicated them to you. Those are your children. You're responsible for them. You are their father. You need to take care of your children. The people that was being disruptive and unruly to me in the church because they didn't like where I came from. They didn't want me sitting on their pews. I said, God, those are Benjamin's children. You deal with them. And when I realized, excuse me, baby, when I realized that they was not going to change because of me, they were not going to, even my expectations had to change. When I realized, I said, God, I don't care. So some things have to take place. Sometimes when you tell them on your loved ones, God don't deal with them the way you would want him to deal with them. Same with your enemies. That's why I say pray for your enemies, because God's plans is not your plans. And I've seen God turn a woman who treated me so bad for no cause. Only reason she treated me that way is because she heard a word from a person who heard a word, who heard something about me. And she didn't want me sitting next to her in church. But that's her reasons, not mine. And so I cried in church. I said, God, I did nothing to these people. Why they treat me the way they do? He said, baby, I got you. I said, God, I'm going to give it to you because all I came in the room was to find a man, and it wasn't her man, his man, they man, nobody, not even the preacher. I wasn't looking for him. I was looking for God. And I saw this woman's skin. When she treated me the way she treated me that day, I'll never forget. The next time I put my eyes on her, she was on the pulpit. God said, don't go in there. Don't let her pray over you. I said, okay. I stood outside. The next time I saw her was months later, and she was in a wheelchair, and God had shriveled her body up hard like that. I said, God, oh my God, how vain would it be to think he was defending me? But I'm just telling you what these two eyes saw. Whatever she was going through, because I know some other stuff about her, but I refuse to talk about the dead. Whatever she went through, I saw how life changed her because of her behavior when she said she's a woman of God. She was a minister. So be careful how you treat people, you who are tenders of the sheep. I'm going to say that about that. But anyway, when I realized, I said, God, I can't control nobody, not even my children. I broke my hand, my children got disobedient, and they became teenagers. But anyway, I said, I don't have no way to control these people, and I don't want them to stir up hate in my heart, God. Don't let my heart become hardened. I was already dealing with whether or not I was worthy to be here because of the adults in my life. But the moment I said that, something released off of me. I used to have migraines so bad I roll in the ground like I don't know, like somebody had shot me and I'm just rolling over. It felt like someone was just pulling through my veins when I had migraines. I ain't had no migraines in 20 years. Because 20 years ago, I said, God, I'm done. I'm done trying to figure it out. I had a rare disease lupus. It ain't rare anymore, but back in the day it was rare because you didn't know nobody who was struggling with you. And I haven't had an outbreak in years. Only time it wells up in me is stress. When I take my eyes off of God and putting my eyes on man and how they treating me, Lord, or how they acting, Lord, or it's a war, Lord, or who is the black man's God, Lord, all this craziness that comes along. He said, did you forget that I was your God? And so I had to check myself. Even when I got that, I walked to my front door. I said, can some angel who can hear the sound of my voice come get this demon out of my house? Because it felt like somebody blew on me. And I rolled off. I said, no. I smelt the smell before, and they tried to give me that smell again. And I prayed. I said, God, come get it. Get it out of my house. People think I'm crazy, but honey, God moves for me. And you got to have a childlike belief. Because a child believe anything you say. My grandson be hurt. I said, say, going, gone. He get hurt now. He come to me, he said, going. I said, oh, it's going, let's go. Going, let's blow. You have the power and the breath of God to heal. I used to wonder why when my mama would kiss my hand would heal, because I believed she would heal my hand. And the Bible says your faith has made you whole. And I had so much faith in the kiss of my mama. And she said, okay, baby, now go play. I said, okay. Didn't think about it 2 times. Didn't think about, Mom, it still hurt. It didn't hurt no more. And I was sitting here, I said, God, Jesus said your faith has made you whole. So for those who talking about, oh, you go through a whole lot. I heard somebody call me on the phone. Say you be talking all that stuff, but you done been through this and you done been through that. You ain't nobody chosen. You ain't chosen. Never said I was. That's your thoughts of me. Say, how can you be chosen when you got bit by all them dang on spiders? You go through the crazy stuff and you think God like you, think God love you. He don't love you. I said, oh, that's how you feel, huh? Yep. Show me somebody got bit by 15 spiders at the same time and still here. Me. Show me somebody who got bit by a bat. It's some few people that's still here. I can't take that for me. But me. Show me somebody who had vertigo and don't have it no more. Show somebody who's supposed to be paralyzed, don't have it no more. Acid on my face because of a hateful woman. I had Bell's palsy, had a stroke. Thank God. Me. He moves because I believe in him. I believe there's no other answer but him. I believe that he searched frantically after me and came into the darkness and pulled me out of that and into the light. But if you don't believe he's able, because I'm going to tell you something. I argued with somebody. I said, you don't think God ain't got time to be dealing with mankind? Oh, that's why you're not healed. That's why you can't breathe. That's why all these things is going on, because you think you less than. They done convince you unworthy. And now you think he won't even look at you because of all the stuff you've been through. And he just saying, if you just trust me, baby, this much of a mustard seed. Mustard seed can fit right in between here. Where's your mustard seed of faith? He said all of us was born with a measure. And if you add that mustard seed to that measure of faith, because you got to do something. Faith without works is dead. Because he said and let me help you with that. He said everyone was born with a measure. So my faith and your faith has a different measure at birth. But he's saying if you have a faith of the mustard seed, that means your faith with the faith that you was born with, which is his faith, mix it with what he said, and you might just get your healing. I'm just going to say that. But I just wanted to say, when you stop thinking about that coulda, woulda, shoulda, and they should do, and God, they didn't do, and all that stuff, you might just let it go. And he said, cast your burdens on him, not me. Don't put them on me. Put them on him. And you will be whole. But your faith has made you whole. Listen to that. Your faith has made you whole. Listen to it again. Your faith has made you whole. Think about it, y'all.